Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new chapter on Nanatsu no Taizai, or you could call it the 7 Deadly Sins, which is on chapter 213. Now, this chapter right here, oh my lord, it is finally revealed why this happened and why the reason it started all. Like, this is the reason why it started all. So, if anything else, let's continue. We have to it that Ro is still killing the people of Stigma and so forth in the way to make sure he keeps going. Harade was trying to stop Ro from doing this, but Ro on the other hand says, you don't want to die, get the hell out of here, you know? But apparently, when one of them was talking to Harade as a distraction, he managed to kill one of the angels, you know? And apparently Harade ends up trying to tell Ro, why are you doing this? Can you please stop? And therefore, when Ro was struck by a tree branch or something by a fairy, he was about to go for him for a kill, but Harade stands in his way and says, if you don't stop, and Ro says, you want to kill me? Go on ahead. Come on, make it easy for me. Do it! I'm your freaking enemy of Stigma, no? And therefore, that distraction became enough for one of his friends to lop off a head of a fairy and cut Harade, but apparently she misses an eye, apparently as well, and she lost her wings. Apparently, Ro was freaking horrified by this, and therefore tells the guy you gotta stop, let her go right now, you hear me? And therefore, when he says, let me cut off your legs, and he ends up killing his friend in the end, which is really, really sad. And therefore, he goes this is retribution, you know, that kind of thing. I think Harade thought of that. Ro was pretty upset at Harade, why didn't you kill me, you know? Why didn't you kill me? And therefore Harade says, I don't know. When I saw your smile and when I talked to you about my brother, you actually had a suppressed up madness and rage on your face. But not only that, I saw a little girl's face that looks exactly like me. And therefore, Ro revealed his entire life and childhood of what happened to him. He says that the little girl that looked exactly like Harade is actually his childhood friend. Eventually, he grew up with her so much that he began to fall in love with her. Anyone who would dare put any harm to her, he'll be the one to come to her aid. But before she could grow up, she gotten killed by Stigma. And that is the alliance group of the giants, angels, and fairies, etc., before the humans came into play. We get to know that Stigma launched a surprise raid on the village and killed everyone. And without much of a word, let alone a reason, explanation, or even excuse, they didn't say anything, which is really, really screwed up. But not only that, we have to it that Rose says that he ends up meeting a lone demon member and ends up nursing him back to health, and he ends up seeing that the demon was still good. And Ro explains to Harade, you weren't there when the village was destroyed, but all four of us trained so hard on our mountain skills that we cried so hard, and we trained so hard to kill for one purpose, and that's killing all of the Stigma members. And we finally got our revenge and lived happy ever after. He ends up seeing trying to figure out if his childhood friend that he's been in love with would actually love her, will be happy about this. But the way I'm looking at it, I don't think she would be, depending on the situation. But what's done is done. But we have to that Harade ends up telling Ro not to worry, you know. Even if my brother would try to kill you, I will explain the situation to him. Although Ro nods his head left and right, telling her not to do that because he committed a sin that can never be forgiven, and that is betrayal and killing all Stigma members, you know. And betrayal is very strong, and anyone who went through betrayal would actually know what that feeling is, etc., and so forth. Eventually, you know, Harade also explains that she committed a very deadly sin too, because she wanted this holy war to come to an end so badly that she does not see the wrongdoings of Lord Rudishel's cruel ideals and actions, you know, and she just ignored them to the end. But we have to it that she was coughing up so much, and the moment she says, when you saw me as your childhood friend and so forth, and it looks exactly like mine, when I saw you in the illusion thinking about caring about me all this time, I felt a very great warmth in my body and my heart. Do you know what this feeling is? Apparently, we all know what that is. And of course, the title of the chapter says it all. And it means that's what we call love or something. Eventually, you know, Gluckshinia, which is in King's body or something, we have to it that Harade, on the other hand, ends up trying to tell her brother, like, it's okay, you know, it's not true. And Gluckshinia, which is in King's body, goes like, get the hell off my sister. Get your hands off of her. Although Ro tells Harade not to worry, you know, this is what it should be. And he ends up telling Harade to live, you know, and cries in tears, as she ends up crying too, as Gluckshinia, which is King, by the way, he ends up realizing the memories of what the quote said, you know. It's like, we humans would take care of the forest. It's a little strange to worry. Is it strange for a little sister to worry over a brother? And Gluckshinia, which is King, sorry for repeating myself, screams in total rage, summoning his spear and launches it towards Ro without any reason of listening or something, you know. And therefore, the cycle of revenge, no one can't be stopped. And the next chapter is called "I Can't Reach the You from that day any longer." So it looks like to me it is finally revealed why Ro and the humans decide to like kill all Stigma, because Stigma launched a raid on their lives in the village and killed everybody without telling them why they did it, etc. And so forth. So it looks like to me it's revealed there. I knew there had to be a reason why they attacked Stigma. There had to be a reason. It can't be from greed, but it had to be something involving something tragic happened to them. And I was somewhat on the point and I'm glad that's revealed here and there. Although I will still say this, betrayal is still something that can't be excused no matter what. But if you lived your life and so forth because of these people, and no matter how much you bonded with them, and you've been waiting the moment to kill them off, I guess you don't have to keep your humanity or your feelings or emotions of like care, love, and trust there, you know? And with Ro talking to Harade was actually a sweet moment for me, because they actually revealed their feelings to each other and why Ro cares so much for Harade, you know? Especially when it comes to this day. And why he protected her even though she could have been killed by a former comrade or a comrade that he worked with to kill Stigma. You know, Ro's life must have been terrible for him when he was a young kid, especially when he lost his lover and friend, childhood friend, that looked exactly like Harade with the same face. It's gotta suck, man. No wonder. Not to mention when he asked like if Meliodas will actually forgive him, which I highly doubt it can be forgiven because of betrayal, you know. And when it came to like Harade saying like I committed a sin too, you know. I like wanted this holy war to end so badly that I ignored everything of Lord Rushadel, or Lushadel, the one of the four archangels, Rushadel's cruel ideals and actions, you know. I ignored them so badly, I just wanted the holy war to end, etc. And Harade says, what's this feeling that's so warm in my heart and makes it beat faster, you know? And of course, that chapter, of course, is like the title says, that's what we call love. So it is revealed of why Ro did this thing from the moment he planned it, you know? I cannot blame him for that. The act of having revenge is really, really strong. Anyone would want revenge after a certain tragic incident should happen to them, you know? Even if something tragic really happened to me, I would want to seek revenge no matter what the consequence may be. But understand that, knowing that once you make a betrayal and all kinds of things, you know, you have to accept what karma would do to you later. And that is the true fact right there. So, yeah, pretty good chapter and so forth. Well done, Nakaba Sensei. I'm really glad you revealed why Ro and the others in humanity decided to go kill off Stigma, because that was the one question that I've been questioning now. Now, the next question is, are we finally going to get to the event why Droll and Gluckshinia turned to the Demon Clan and became one of the 10 Commandments? And we will, and I hope we get revelation on that very soon, because this is where like why Gluck, Shinya, and Droll possibly went to the demon army, because like something happened to them, and we all know, and we only gotten these two things. Gluck, Shinya was betrayed by the very people he trusted most and lost something more precious than his own life. Droll, or Valor if anything, I think Droll, I think that's his name, the Giant King or something, ends up having this pride but gets gotten stomped on and not giving a care anymore. So we're about to see that soon, hopefully, because this is where, like, I'm pretty sure Diane and King will find out why they turned away from everything they are and became part of the Demon Clan and the Ten Commandments. So until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. So I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Bye bye. Toot toot.